What's also interesting is your year, your club rugby season, man. The college rifles, man. You guys were on top of the table for.
We were, Cam.
Like, we ended up second under Ponsonby.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we were. Yeah, we had a blast. We had some fun. And
you guys only lost 2 games.
We did. We went all the way through on top, and then it wasn't until our last few games we sort of saved our worst performance for last in our round robin, Grammar, and then in our semi. So we played Grammar, and they touched us up at their grounds out of Mission Bay.
Oh yeah.
And then we played Grammar again at home at our grounds the following in the semi, and we lost by 1 point. We lost on full time, and it was just it's still a bit of pill to swallow now, so, because I'm only one piece of the puzzle, but just the work, the time, the effort that went into it, the boys, the sacrifices they made, and a lot of clubs would have done that, but just this season it was there was something special in there for us, and for us to fall at the end there was heartbreaking, especially for a lot of players that have come a long way and developed their skills and left work early, sacrificed overtime, sacrificed family time. It was hard. It was hard to take, but hey, those are rugby's. That's all the learnings, and So Grammar went on to play Eden in the final, and I'm just quietly thankful that Eden won.
That was a good story, eh? Like they haven't won since 99 years.
Yeah, a long time. So one of my good mates is the forwards coach for Eden, I was supporting him the whole time, and he's had his issues over the last few years, and me being a lot older, he's always been texting and ringing and asking for some thoughts and ideas on how to coach his group of guys and what I would do in this sort of certain in these areas here, and for him to come out on top was huge, and I'm so happy for him. Really, yeah. And even when he won, he was just humble enough to send me a text and just say, "Man, Mans, thank you so much for it." And for him to do that, that's class. You can't teach that. You can't coach it. If that was me, I would be enjoying myself. Stuff you guys, man. I did it on my own. That was awesome.
They're a team that came up, and I think they were 4th place, which they just made the semis. Eh?
They did just make the semis.
And they won the semis. They won the final.
They upset ponies, and that was that's a dream story. That's a Cinderella story coming from, and no one backed them. And that's the danger. As you don't, no one backs the underdogs, which is you see Grammar every day of the week. Grammar will win, and for them to just believe in those guys and don't worry about what's happening on the outside. Don't listen to even all the. And they backed themselves and they came out on top. It was cool. It was awesome.
What was the secret to their success, do you reckon? Like this year, was it the players they had? Did they have a build up on players previous years that led to this year? Or?
I think it was. It's been building over the last couple of years from what I've seen from the outside in, and having chats with their forwards coach. I think having 2 guys that have played for Eden and fought hard and knows what it feels like to wear the jersey makes a big difference, because your players are going to follow you, and when you talk anything about Eden, they can resonate, they can listen, and they'll run into a brick wall for you. And that's probably one of the things that probably doesn't hit strongly for me. I've never worn a Rifles jersey. I've always been a Watermatta man. But my passion will show it on the coaching, and I hope that whenever I speak and talk and encourage and motivate, that these boys will go out there and play hard for themselves and for the jersey. And I think that's what Eden just had. 32 guys that just believed in the cause for them, and thankfully enough, they came out on top. It was awesome. And having 2 coaches that are past players, I believe, makes a big difference. And that's probably one area that I need to work on, and that's what I've understanding the Rifles crest, understanding the area, understanding the people around me, understanding the members, the life members, walking into the changing rooms, walking into the club rooms, and you see all the older men come over and talk to you and talk your ear off, whether you win or lose, and I welcome that, because I'm not a Rifles man, but I want to learn. I want to know what the star represents. I want to know what the area represents. I want to know why Rifles is the colours that they are. I want to know the sponsors. I want to know, I might not like the answers, but they see this island guy coaching their team. It's predominantly been over the years Balangi, you know, and I've got to show face. I've got to back these guys. And they've been good to me. It's my 3rd year this year. And we have some really good results over the last few years, and I've got 1 more year next year, and I'm all in, and we'll see how we go next year. So so far so good.